this is heavy.
You know, I cut my thumb off. He cut my thumb off. So like, he's like, I'll use all the saws and everything. You just put it
tell me
in
where
there.
to cut it.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and we still joke about it though. Like I'll be sitting there. He's like, "Yeah, you want to come hold this piece of wood while I cut it?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good."
Dude.
No
Well, we
thanks.
go way back, man. I've known you since, golly, middle school,
Yep.
or whatever. And so I do remember coming to school, and one of our friends came up to me. He's like, "Dude, did you hear about Justin?" And I was like, "No, is he okay?" And they were like, "Dude, I think he lost his hand." You know, it was just like rumors. floating around
Yeah.
and
So I
stuff.
probably started with one finger.
It's like, dude,
then-
I think he had his whole arm cut off or some tragic accident. I was like, "Oh my god!" And then obviously it was just like, the tip of your thumb or something.
Yeah, so it cut, from knuckle to thumbnail at an angle. Like it cut my hand here too. So I'm lucky that, I still have my hand.
So what happened exactly?
So we were laying hardwood floor, and
Okay.
my dad's the type of guy.
Zach's gonna pass out.
My dad's the kind of guy that, he does everything himself, and he's like super. It's funny that you got something back there that says thumbs on it.
Staring you down.
Yeah, it's like right.
Oh yeah. It's like a comic cutout. Yeah.
But he likes to do everything himself, and I grew up just helping him left and right with pretty much everything. And we were laying hardwood floor, and we were probably like 2 feet from the end of the room, and I'm like, we're almost done. He's like, or I said, going around that vent was gonna be kind of tough. He's like, nah, it'll be okay. We're almost done. I was like, all right. And we did the same kind of cut the day before to go around the door frame, and like if the piece of wood's here, we cut down, over, and back up. So there's a little bit of piece of wood on each end, and then, it don't go all the way through. So it's just down, over, and up. And the day before, I guess the wood was just a little bit longer. So this time I was holding it, and he was using a circular saw, which is kind of dumb.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there, and he's
sweating
cutting it,
right
and
now.
I'm like, this is going to cut my hand. Next thing I know, it just pulls, and then it just, I didn't even know it, so like, after it happened, I don't cuss around my parents or anything, but after it happened, I was like saying the F word like left and right, and then
dude, yeah, you just go into shock, I would think.
yeah, and then so he's like flipping out too, and then like maybe 2 or 3 minutes later, we're like, let's just go to the hospital. So he goes upstairs to get a towel or a rag or something just to put over it because we're just gonna drive, and I get up the stairs, I'm looking down where it cut my hand, and then I look down at my thumb, I'm like, it cut half my thumb off. So like, I didn't even know at first. It was probably a few minutes later, and I was like, half my thumb's gone, and it had like skin hanging down.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my
Y'all's
god.
reactions are just as good.
I am
And,
a little squeamish. I'll admit it.
So, and we went to Bessemer Medical West, which probably wasn't the best. That was just the closest, to the good old PG. So we drove over there, and the thing I was worried the most about was like, please don't start cleaning my hand when I'm awake.
Just put me under, man.
Yeah, when you get water on something and it burns, I'm like, this is really gonna hurt. So I was like, please don't start cleaning my hand when I'm awake. But they didn't. And then so we get there, and it's funny because like it cut from knuckle to thumbnail, so there's just a little bit. And I get there, and they're like, do you have the tip? And my dad's like, no. So he has to go back home after dropping me off and getting me all paperwork and stuff, and then he goes back and he cannot find this thing for nothing. And
He's looking for
like,
a thumb.
He's like, I swear to God, this dog ate it.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
dude.
but they found it and they brought it up there, and they really couldn't attach it because of the angle, and then the blade on the saw is like 1/8 of an inch thick. So
you'd been missing like
yeah,
what
it was
chewed up.
completely
Yeah.
disintegrated. 1/8 of an
Dang.
inch.
Now how old were you when this happened?
I was 18. We were
18.
still
So-
in high school.
So we were in
Senior
high
year.
school.
Senior
Okay,
year.
okay.
Yeah,
I was
and
thinking it was earlier.
It was spring break, so like the 2 spring breaks before that, like one I had knee surgery, one I had my wisdom teeth taken out, so I was like on a bad streak with spring break. So I'm like, dang, what's gonna happen next spring break? Am I gonna die?
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. So they couldn't reattach it because, like I said, the angle and then the blade. But so they just took out what was left of that upper joint just a little bit, and then they graft skin off the tip that came off, and that's pretty much it.
But I guess you're good. You don't
Yeah,
really
I'm
need that.
fine, man. The
Who
only thing
needs who needs that much
The only
of your
thing
thumb,
I can't
man?
do is text with both thumbs, so I use this finger. But really, that's all I came across that I can't do.
Yeah.
It's fine.